the amount of money you can save. I don't know if it is okay to say this openly, but I would rather like if I'm going to spend like 20 lakhs over a period of 15 years, which is a very conservative figure. The 20 lakhs that I'm going to pay for the fees, if I am going to help him do something better, if I'm going to help him have his own startup when he's 20 or 21 with the same 20 lakhs or 10 lakhs, then I think that is a better way to spend that money.
Of course, of course.
And
Exactly. I mean,
if homeschooling is or unschooling is the right thing for your kid.
Yeah, but then you need a basis, no? You need a basic.
Yeah,
you
that
need
is
a basic
the.
for that.
see, Kavya, basic, of course, chahiye basic, okay, but you can plan your own way of getting things in the world, right? You can always plan your own way of getting things in the world, and I think
Priyanka,
like
I'm sorry to interrupt. So you have your own ways, but then the organization or the way where we go, they have their own sets of protocols or ways, right? So you need certain things to enter to certain things. You need certain degrees or certain certificates or whatever. The certain protocols has to be met. So my point is that uh, it could be a right way, but to find out the right way, we need to
And
meddle around a lot.
you also worked in places, and you were, I mean, in other places as well. Workplaces have some sort of a structure and hierarchy.
Exactly.
So if those things, and I'm not talking about a slavery kind of a job, like where you feel like constrained and slave, but
correct,
there is something called discretion, right? And it is also an important thing in workplace.
correct.
And don't these skills come up? Don't kids learn these things early in their life? And schooling as a system is a wholesome experience, which probably also teaches these things to the kids. And I'm not sure if they will be able to quote unquote follow instructions when they get to go to a job, or I hope you can understand. I'm not talking about just do what you are told. I'm not that kind of a thing.
But you
But
have your set of work, right?
there is some
You
rules
will
and
be surprised. You will be surprised that when kids follow their interests, they are the most disciplined people you will ever know. I'll tell you an example. I used to chase Adi. Okay? For a class ka time ho raha hai. You have to get up, you have to do this class, you have to do. I really used to chase Adi for these things. But now, when he is interested in what he really wants, I never have to tell him you have a coding session with this person at this time. He knows it is there. He will go log out, he will learn, he will do his work, he will finish his assignment on his own. He's that disciplined. He will go figure out, he'll research more. So discipline came to him when he was, self-led. That is how it happened for him, right? Even the sessions that he joins in the evening with his friends, he does it because he's inspired by these kids, because they are doing some amazing things. So there's this one boy in India, he's 14 years old. He comes from a family where there's some financial issues, and during COVID he found some of these videos of learning Flutter or another coding stuff, and he started learning from there. He kept learning. He met these other people who helped him to learn. He started applying. Some company hired him. Now he earns more than 1 lakh a month. He's supporting his family. He's 14 years old. He's going. He's even taking his 10th certificate from a nearby local school. I also went to Bangalore, where I met this organization called Defy. I met the founder. He's from Bihar, and his name is Abhijit Sinha, and we were talking about schooling and unschooling, and he told me that he's setting these amazing self-learning centers throughout India and other places as well. And so these are in very remote parts of Bangalore or other places where, so this area was quite a Muslim area where children don't have access to, international schools or CBSE schools. These are just local government schools. And these children in the evening come and spend 3 hours in these learning centers all by themselves. They learn a skill they really like to learn. For example, I met a kid who wanted to learn cooking, and So he has a cooking corner in that center where he goes and cooks for 3 hours, right? And he's developing the skill. And what this organization is doing for them is like, you build on one of these skills, you become an expert in that skill, and then they connect you with the industry experts and you get a job, right? So they basically they are learning and developing something they like, and they get the discipline. They get, see, Adi can be in a webinar, he can be in a conference call, he can talk to people, he can be engaged. Being a child, he will be little fidgety, but he can be there, just like us. So I think I like that he can learn from the best people in the industry, right? Without, like you said, that without paying the big fee that I was paying, the uniforms, the school shoes, and the books, and the non-ending list of things. That is the big relief. Oh my God! At the same time, being able to learn the way he wants, being able to pursue, and now, see, forget about kids now. Now, if you look at the creators' journeys in India, people who have made big in the in this field, where remote working. If you see skill building, if you see, there are so many examples I can just tell you. Not only in India, in other places as well. People have started building skills that they are good at. They are converting their skills. They are monetizing it. They are making money out of it. Where did they learn? They learned from internet. Where did they hire people? From the internet. Why do you think the remote culture work is gaining, uh, you know, importance in India? Because people want to stay back home. They want to work. They have skill. They can give 6 hours in a day and they can make money. That I know a lot of people, remote workers who are working from, different places. There, I know a lot of freelancers now. So the industry is shifting now. It's not going to be the same. It will shift. There's a flip. People don't like to do the 9 to 5 anymore. Slowly that will change. And that is why you will see a lot of startups now. There are a lot of entrepreneurs now. There are a lot of solopreneurs now who are solo building their, uh, you know, they are solo building whatever one skill they have. If there's the content writer, they are just content writing. They are and they are learning from online people. They are converting them. They are monetizing them. They are making money off it. I'm not saying everybody is successful. What I'm saying is it's possible. The wave of remote working, the wave of nomad culture in India, people traveling, staying in different places. I'm sure if you're in social media, you would have got a whiff of it. How people are, choosing to live the way they want to live, right? They are choosing a life. They're creating a life around them. It's called life centric. I am not creating a life around the job that I am. I have a family. I have my wife. I have my child. Or same way for the woman, husband and parents and things like that. So I'm going to create a job, a money thing around where I am, and that's possible now. And this is the best time to do it. And I'm sure many people who are going on this, they're building skills. Of course, it won't be a stable thing. Sometimes it will, like for me, it goes up, it goes down. Sometimes I get a good collaboration, sometimes I get something good, sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes I have to be living in some limited means. So it's all part of the game. And I think we will have to look at what is going to be there in the future, and maybe have some predictions. I'm an adventurous person. I don't see the future much, but I know that this is going to come. This is how people are going to change. uh, this kind of living and learning is just there. It's just there. Some of us are standing on the fence waiting for someone to tell us, hey, you can do it. And some of
Actually,
us are,
this is probably the answer I expected for that question. Actually, that's that if I don't, to be honest, I don't like going to the job. It just kills 2 hours of my time every day.
hmm,
And the kind of thing that I can do, I know
You can do it
that
remotely.
teaching is something that you can do in a classroom, which is much well received if you are in person. I do
hmm,
believe that, especially college level teaching, or
hmm,
to some extent even school level teaching. But
hmm,
for the other things, non-teaching related activity, I just need a laptop and I can do it from anywhere really. But on my non-teaching days also, I have to go to college and I have to
Hmm.
sit there. That doesn't make sense to me at all, really.
In fact, I think this culture is building up very much, and I think I follow a lot of these people like Ali Abdal or that. Of course, these are all very successful people, so it's not fair to say that okay, he is successful. So, but what I am saying that it is possible. It is possible to make one skill such that they say no, you should have five hobbies. One that makes you money, one that keeps you fit, one that helps you pursue your dreams, and two I just forgot, right? So
And five.
there are so there are you should have hobbies such that it helps you live the way you want. At the same time, I of course I have to earn my bread, otherwise how will I eat? I can't
Yeah,
be in a
yeah. At the end of the
fantasy
day,
world exactly, I can't be in a fantasy world thinking that money is, of course money is important, and I will teach that thing first to my son, that money is important, otherwise you can't fulfill your dreams. He wants to race in Germany. I say if you want to race in Germany, you will have to make that money. Not everybody can go and race in Germany, right? But if you have such big dreams, you have to do things differently. It cannot be possible just doing the traditional way of doing things. And I think it also helped me because I was in education for 7 years, right? So it helps me see inside and now outside. It helps also being a parent. It helps me again, seeing what was happening, what happens, what can happen, how can I help, how can. I think slowly, I think like I said, it was a process. It was not a one-day decision of just coming out. I was as scared as anyone, but now I can see that independent thing building in Adi. He can take care of himself. He can cook his own breakfast. He can get ready by himself. I don't have to tell him what to do. Mostly he does by himself. But sometimes he's like, Ma, I know what I'm doing. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. He tells me like that. I trust me, I know. I know. So, that helps. All right. I think am I recording?
yeah, it's recording. Yeah, it is recording.